Hey YouTubers, what's up? Yours truly. I am back to post the next video here. I went to a record show this past weekend. It's one they have about 4 times a year, and usually it's not the greatest show. It's kind of the same vendors unloading a lot of the same stuff each time, but it's one of those shows where you can really go and find some good replacement copies for things you need to upgrade that might not be in the best shape and that type of thing. But I actually lucked out and found a few decent pieces there this time, so I thought, as always, I just make another video and kind of share those with you. So we'll start here with Neil Young, Rust Never Sleeps. That's a good Neil Young album, which I didn't have, and the track My Hey Hey is on here, which is one of my favorite songs by him. So that's Neil. This was a very good pickup, which was Alice Cooper's Love It to Death, and of course this was the band cover with the thumb, which is a very good find. And I got this for $5. That was a pretty good price. You can see it's a little bit of fading coming in here and kind of some ring wear trying to work itself in, but overall it's a pretty good green label copy. Vinyl plays pretty clean, which is good. So that's Alice Cooper. I've been wanting that one for a while, so to find that for $5, that's a good copy to hold me over so I can find a mint one. This was a really good pickup too. Willie Nelson, Red-Headed Stranger. This was a pretty popular album. I know I'd stumbled across it in that 1001 albums you should listen to before you die book, and I believe this is one of the top 100 selling albums of the 70s. And so when I came across it and saw it for $1, I was like, well, let me go ahead and check it out. And I really liked it. For some strange reason, between Lucinda Williams and Jillian Welch over the past month or so, and now this Willie Nelson album, I'm really starting to get this I don't know, bug or whatever about wanting these kind of soft, broken down, kind of bare minimum, if you will, type country songs. I don't know, it's something that's really been catching my attention lately. I'm really starting to get into, and this is definitely one of those type of records. So I was really, really happy with it, and got it for only $1, and it's about a $10 record, so that's pretty nice. But if you do buy a copy of this, you want to make sure that you get a clean copy, because the record is so quiet. It's just with a lot of the acoustic guitars and his voice and everything. If you find one that has a lot of crackles and pops, you're not going to enjoy it. Another very good find here is Daft Punk. This is their Out 2 LP set, Discovery. And of course their biggest hit off of this is One More Time. And I don't know what it is about this record. I don't know if I can do it with one hand or not. But this cover, and it's probably not going to show up that well on YouTube at all, but I absolutely love the cover on this record. That black with this like melted metal or whatever that they try to use to make the Daft Punk. I don't know, it's just a cover that really jumps out at you, and I absolutely love it. I can't really explain why. It's just really nice cover. Has some cool inserts too. It's really nice 2 LP set, and I love that song One More Time, even though I'm not into a lot of the dance electronic stuff. Joe Cocker Live. It's just kind of another, basic classic Joe singing all of his stuff, including another live version of With a Little Help from My Friend, which I think is a great song. Although I've never heard any version that beats the performance he did at Woodstock with that. That was a great performance. So here you go, Mike. This will put a smile on your face. I picked up some more Creedence, and this is The Concert, which is a really good LP. Again, has a lot of their hits on here. So that's Creedence, and then a little more Creedence, the movie album, which is basically a bunch of their songs that were featured in different movies, which ends up being just kind of a greatest hits again. So I've had this cassette for a while, but it's nice to get the vinyl. And then we picked up a copy of Disturbed. This is Indestructible. And of course it's a sealed copy, and since the rest of my Disturbed is still sealed, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to actually open this one or not. But that's Disturbed. Oops. bang it around like that. Alright. And some more of my childlike tendencies coming out here. The Muppet movie, this original soundtrack. This is a really good find, too, because I got this for $1 as well. But, I mean, again, it's one of those things where you say the Muppet movie, but just like, Oh Grief, Charlie Brown, and some of the other soundtracks I have, I mean, a lot of these songs are songs just kind of really take you back to your childhood. And, of course, on this one you have Rainbow Connection by Kermit the Frog. And what can I say? I love that song. It's good stuff. So that's the Muppet movie. Then we go right from the Muppets to Saxon, which is kind of, this is your early to mid-'80s hair metal bands. So this is Saxon's Crusader. So look at there, get a better shot of it. That's Crusader. And then over here you have Saxon Power and Glory. Another good pickup. And picked up Lou, Sally Can't Dance. Not my favorite record by him, but still has some decent stuff on there. So there's a couple of songs that I like, so I was willing to pick that up. Then Iggy Pop, Blah Blah Blah. This is kind of Iggy moving into the mid-'80s, some of the stuff that he was doing there. And review, I don't know, when I was listening to this record, I really thought about you because I know you are an absolute David Bowie nut. I mean, you're crazy about him. And this record to me is kind of basically a David Bowie record, which I mean really isn't a surprise because I think David Bowie produced this record. So, but I mean just the sound of the songs and even the sound of Iggy at some points in time, you would swear it's actually David Bowie, performing on the record. So I just highly recommend anyone who's a Bowie fan to make sure you check this album out because it's got Bowie stamped all over it. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, all their greatest hits. And one of my favorite songs by them is If You Don't Know Me by Now. So it was nice to get a copy of that. And that's a really good song. I know Simply Red did a really good cover of it in the mid-'80s too. And then one of the last ones I'll show here is the Popeye soundtrack. Again, kind of going back to some stuff reminiscing from my childhood. And this is one of those movies that I watched a million times, and the soundtrack is absolutely great. So a lot of fun stuff on there. And again, really good condition and got it for only $1, so that was a good pickup. And the very last one here, as far as 12 inches I want to show, I can't remember the username, but there was someone out there that was urging me to check this group out. And I found this greatest hits or the best of for $1 and thought, well, it's worth a try. And I appreciate it because I absolutely love this album. I mean, it's really some really good stuff on there. And this is a group I just always kind of skipped past, never paid a lot of attention to, but I'm definitely going to be looking into more of their stuff now because I was really impressed by this album. And actually the song Easy Living, I never realized that it was those guys that sang it, so that was kind of a nice find. And here are a few others I haven't quite gone through yet, but it's just, Mamas and the Papas, 20 Greatest Hits. We got Rush, picked up Richard Pryor, that's a sealed copy. Wu-Tang Clan, Forever, 2 LP sealed copy. And then some Aretha Franklin, Paul Simon, some Joan Armatrading, I believe. Yeah, so overall some pretty good finds as far as 12 inches go. And then with the 7-inch, just going to show you a few good 80s I got here. Terrence Trent D'Arby, which is Sign Your Name. Steve Winwood, Don't You Know What the Night Can Do? Love my 80s. The Finer Things. One Night in Bangkok by Murray Head. Foreigner, I Want to Know What Love Is. Wham, Everything She Wants. I have this 12-inch single, and so it's nice to find the 7-inch too. Phil Collins, One More Night. Kaja Gugu, Too Shy. Human League, Human. Bobby Womack, I Wish He Didn't Trust Me So Much. Berlin, Take My Breath Away. from Top Gun soundtrack. Stevie Wonder, Love, Light, and Flight. And see, Pat Benatar, Invincible from The Legend of Billie Jean. The movie NXS, New Sensation. Samantha Fox, I Want to Touch Your Body, I Want Your Body. And Bananarama, I Heard a Rumor. So some really good 80s 7-inch pickups there. But anyway, I picked up a bunch of cassettes and CDs too, but I'll kind of put those together in a different video. But just wanted to share those and hope you guys like it, and we will see you next video.